Hello!
Looks like it's finally leveled out. Took a minute or two. There's that. There's this. Alright, I think it looks good. Okay. We just got back to the ship, and there was a debriefing, which, if memory serves, I had an option to walk out on the debriefing. I don't remember specifically why. I should have went back and watched last week's episode. Got a refresher. I do know we finished a ton of quests. And everything else is collectathons, right? Okay. Admiral Kahoku has given you the coordinates to a research facility run by the Cerberus group. Go to the Yangtze system and the Voyager cluster to investigate Cerberus activities on Mindu. Voyager Yangtze.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Where's the comm room? I should know this. This is all bridge. I think this one. Maybe? No, that's downstairs.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
What kind of information?
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Side quest that's not quite a side quest. Okay. That's what I was working on, was side quests. Ooh, and it's on the mission tab, and it's all the way at the top. Voyager cluster Yangtze system. this place. Maybe I don't have it unlocked, perhaps. I don't see it. Voyager cluster, Yangtze system. Oh shit, it's right here. Yangtze right there. Like the river. Yikes. Okay, new system. Not much to it. Red Chateau. The disruptive gravity well at the gas giant prevented any planets from forming nearby. Been 2 years, my destination. Atmosphere carbon dioxide. Right. Next ring, Drakier has a survey. Light metal surveyed. Beryllium. Next ring. I've got my mic up to 100. I don't know what else I can do. How about this? The game's at 60, where it was at 75. Still shows it peaking yellow. I'm gonna drop it more. We'll put it at a flat 50 and see how that feels. Prothean data disk recovered. Rare element surveyed. Thorium. Alright. Let's go land on Bin. is always the puzzle, is who to bring. Go with these guys. That does not look like it would be a comfy landing at all. Let's start here. Almost peeking yellow, but not quite. I think I turned too far. Plunk. Rock. If it's a trap, I'm gonna go in the corner of the map. Crash through. Seconds. Take all. I got stuff. Lootables have been looted. Next up, these.
Securing point.
29. How do you switch real quick to your last one?
Just lead the way.
There we go. Got it. What the hell?
Enemy sighted.
Charging up.
Ooh, Rexy.
Bring it on.
What just happened? That was weird. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay. Is there a button somewhere? Well, here. Aha.
All clear.
Oh, this is the way I came in.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
decrypting a mineral that's rock sitting on the side of a hill somewhere. A large deposit of palladium. Come on, girl. Yeah! This thing is so fucking cool. I wonder, is every single one of these the same basic layout? Oh. So much loot everywhere, and I will take it. Sort it later. Because I don't know what any of it is, and it's all reading. Okay, that's the room. Now the interior. Let's go with shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. That's what you're supposed to use on a zombie, is the shotgun. No sign of Kahuku among the creeper corpses. He must be at one of the other labs in the area.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Rex. Alright, nothing there. Yeah, every one of these little bases that I've gone into, it's the exact same thing. Entry hallway, entry room, adjoining hallway, and then party room, where there's always ads and mobs and so on and so forth. The first few rooms are typically empty. And I'm wondering if they all follow that same kind of rubric, and if so, I'm not gonna lie, I'm mildly disappointed. Anomaly. Going clockwise. Tank. Give me this all day. I love this. The different levels of traversal. Be it on foot, be it in a vehicle, be it in space. Makes me want to play Dangerous pretty bad. But this tank is really fun. Make it. Parked and on level ground. Uranium? Oops. Ooh. What is this? What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Looks like it's got a staircase up in the center of it.
Heading out.
Let's scale the pyramid, see what happens. full? Prothea data disk. Sweet. Ooh. What the hell is that? Whatever it is, I do not like it. That looks nasty. Okay, close enough.
You must die!
Gotta make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
I will destroy you! I will destroy you!
Damn. Oh shit.
Won't get me next time.
Damn it, Rex. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, though. Boom. Saw him fly sideways. Alrighty.
Kahoku some payback.
Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution. It's a trap.
Shepard, over here. It's Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
I'm walking backwards and can't turn around. Uh-oh. I don't think this is supposed to happen. I can't turn around. There we go. Now I can move. Something went wonky there. Weird. It's like I couldn't turn left. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. It's full circle. So, yeah. Back to the boot. Voyager Cluster, Columbia System, Nepheron. There's Nepheron. 2 asteroid belts. Alright, let's see. Ring number 1, Clogia. Very hot, tectonically active. Yikes. To the ring. Nothing on the ring. Here's Nepheron, which is my destination. Entries relating to Neferon in the astronomical database are sparse. Wonder why. Because it's a secret facility on Tahater. Has a survey. Minus 124 Celsius. Wow. Deposit of subbarium. Okay, to the ring. Nothing on the ring. Last ring on the system has a survey. Day length 30 Earth hours. You want a few more hours in your day? There you go. A leak of 1 medallion. Nice. Okay, so now to Neferon. You and you. Ooh, it's ice. Neat. What the fuck was that? Okay, I heard something there. That was weird. Let's see, where are we? Let's do this one first. Did it puts up a little totem, little sign there, which collected it. Each of these were hand sculpted or locked into a randomization matrix. Like, who did this? Why? Decrypting a corpse. ID tag. Oh my god! It's actually kind of fun. See if I can bounce him off the wall. Alright, I'm done playing around. Ooh. Lots of little red arrows. Okay, here's what do we got. Undo? Let's see. You here. You here. Stay put.
Finally, some action.
Where'd they go?
I'm blocked.
Oop, just kidding. Feel like I just felt a ghost tap me on my shoulder just now. I thought it was maybe a cat stepping off the chair. Weird.
Lost shield!
Oh, wow. You cautiously press a few buttons and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Wow. So whatever you got, it's partial. What is this for? trained cat. Odd discoloration. Crashed road. How much do I have in my backpack? Huh. I think that's everything. For this planet, anyway. Amazon system in the Voyager cluster.
Transmission coming in, Commander.
Oh,
I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities. Identify yourself.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
Okay, wow. That's treason. Forget it, or what's in it for me? I wonder if I say what's in it for me, if it'll give me another chance to yes, no, it. want more information from this guy, but he's not giving any up.
Your deal died with Kahoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Why do you want the files?
What are you gonna do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
Okay. I don't trust you.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Okay. I wonder what that just broke for later.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
And this is a problem, why?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
Okay. Why me?
Just because I saved Eden Prime doesn't make me an expert on nuclear munitions.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
Oh, that's right.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
Okay.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Wow. Find, disable, and recover. Amazon system and Voyager cluster. Alright, ring number 1. Agaminium has a land. Ring number 2. Dear Yusa. Nothing of it. Third ring. Snidma. Has a survey. Polonium. Okay. Sibin? What? No. Has a survey. Turian insignia. Last ring. Dremar. Has a survey. Nitrogen. Okay. It's just the one planet that has the land. Let's see what we can find here. Go with these two. I don't know why. Why not? Wow.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
A trap. It has to be.
Yeah, this thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
All right, Shepard.
Save 30. Right before we set off a nuke.
Shepard. At last.
You caused the cave-in? What's the meaning of this?
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
I don't study the internal politics of pirate bands.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You organized the attack on Elysium. Too bad we kicked your ass back into Terminus, huh?
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
We'll find a way out of here.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Okay. If only deactivating a nuclear bomb were this easy. Oh my god. I just disabled a nuclear bomb.
Ready.
You lead, I'll follow.
Well, one of my enemies just made himself known to me. That was a mistake. Now this door's open. Come out wherever you are. I'm gonna turn you into a poached egg as soon as I find you. Ashley. Did you fall? Oh my god, she fell. Oh, of course. Get up. Ay, ay, ay.
Take him out!
Nice. I'm gonna get this last piece here. Get back to this. Ha! Just went past it, didn't I? But yes, your intuition is correct. It is stretch break time. What's a body? Terrain insignia. I think that makes everything. Because I started there, I think. Yep. Alright, I only got 2 left. Nice. a half in. I think I finished like 4 quests, 5 quests? Maybe? I don't know. This is working though. It's working. I'm making progress. I'm doing the things. Now I'm taking a break. Alright, stretch break observed. Right, stretch break observed. Where am I? Gummy bears. Okay. Okay. Matano System Maroon Sea Cluster. Gonna hit all the rings. Chaska, ring 2 has a land. Oh, hey. Scan. That hasn't traveled. Oh, there's one too. Got you. That has a travel as well. And last ring. It's a survey. Light metal discovered magnesium. Okay. So there's 2 travels and a land. Oh, this one's a survey. Heavy metal surveyed. Platinum. Do this guy here. Also a survey. Prothean data disk. Alright, land on Cheska. inside this? I need to get there. Should I could just go around? I think so. Ugh.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Oops. There's nothing here on this one. Orthian data disk.
The entire colony must have been transformed.
Where is everybody?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Get down!
Oh shit.
To me!
Sludge canister. Oh, I asked a little bit ago how many items I have in my pocket. I guess this is my answer. You currently have 252 items and nearing the 300 limit. Sell or salvage? Well, I have to do the inventory minigame now.
To me!
Ready.
Space. Think out loud. Hell.
Hostile spotted!
Oh, getting pretty close to maximum. Consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Wow. A straight up empty room. Not even so much as a chair. Well, I guess one of them had to be. Oop, just crashed into a wall. Whoa. Parked a little close. Is that a body right there? It's decoration. Can't even get to it. think that's the entire planet as far as explorables, which means now I have to go back to the ship and have to do the inventory minigame. Have to. I have to get a handle on this mess of a backpack that I have. The game is telling me that if I don't, it's just gonna scrap anything I find. Okay. So, journal. Last one. Investigate a facility on Pharos. Oh, Node Crux. Located in the Vostok system of the Maroon Sea cluster. But first, save a new game before I screw up my entire inventory. Okay. I can't equip anybody else that's not in my party. How do I have to talk to them? I know what's his face is right here. How do I deal with your inventory?
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
This a personal observation, Kaidan?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
What? Did I miss a beat somewhere? What the fuck just happened? What does Liara have to do with any of it?
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. T'Soni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. Not to my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
What?
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
It's not like that.
Look, There's nothing between Liara and me. What's the real issue here, Caden?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Are you saying I'm cutting corners somewhere?
I'm saying it's probably inevitable that we'll have to, and when that happens, I want to help you. When someone important to you is up on a ledge, you help them. Keep them from mistakes better made by a kid.
Important, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Feros. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Oh.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Okay. Still didn't solve the inventory stuff. You're supposed to equip people if they're not actually in your party. Oh my god, I am such an idiot. It's amazing I've gotten as far as I have. I'm walking around with a grade 1 weapons in my hands with grade 8 weapons in my bags. Yeah. Huh. They have the same name, made by the same foundation, different stats. Oh boy. Like to know how to manipulate the armor of a teammate. Doctor, help!
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
No.
Goodbye, Commander.
Not really, not from you. Oop. Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
Whoa, sassy.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
Whoa. Okay, I don't like any of these options. If I say cadence special, it might allude to something that isn't. If I say it's not serious, it might allude to something that isn't. If I say that's private, that doesn't allude to anything. That just seems standoffish. And if I say you're female, that's... I mean, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I don't like any... Is there, like... another...
You want a relationship with me? Even though we're both women?
We Asari are monogendered, Commander. Male and female do not have any real meaning for us. We do, however, have maternal instincts, so perhaps we would fill what you consider a female role. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Shepard. I am only trying to be honest. I feel as if we share some type of connection. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Lieutenant Alenko.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Is this a dating sim? Well, okay. Is this gonna be like an incestuous Star Trek amalgamation of sci-fi soap opera? What? I'm not sure what to make of all that.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Well, I just effectively shut down the both of them. Each of them thinking that I had feelings for the other. I wonder how that even got started. Like, what did I do to trigger that? Oh, here we go. Locker. Hey. Okay. You get a new assault rifle. You get a new shotgun. You get a new pistol. You get a new sniper rifle. A cipher tool. Sounds cool. Wait, hold on. I'm kind of just like slapping stuff on people. I'm not even reading what they do or what they are. She is nothing but light. Oh, you know what? They need to be leveled. They can't even equip some of this stuff. She can't equip any of this stuff. Okay, cool. Now I know how to equip everybody. The only problem was Tally. Tally couldn't equip any of this gear. Like, none of it. So I don't know what that's all about. There's a convert all junk button. I don't know if I want to press that. What's the worst thing that could happen? You just equipped everybody in your party. Press it. Nothing happened. Okay, good. I don't have any junk. I'm just gonna omni-gel everything that's level 1. Really entirely sure what this omni-gel is, but I use it to hack stuff and to heal. So who the fuck knows? Okay, so that should free up some space. Alright.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Oh yeah.
I don't really care, Rex.
Suit yourself.
Oof. Right, that's not how I wanted that conversation to go, but I've already had it, so...
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but Abby, they do great things to her figure, though.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Wow.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Wow. So much character packed into every one of these.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I love you!
Have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing.
What's that?
We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good.
Whoa.
Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Hey.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Got you, fam. Nice. Side quest. Alright, now Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
Silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I remember this conversation.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Well, more, but
I should go.
less.
See you later.
Sorry, Tilly. Okay. That's everybody that's in the party, I think. Yep, I think that's the whole party. Okay. So next is investigating this facility and then finding this Dr. Salient. Alrighty. Nice and quiet night. night, everybody. Late night.